Who is it? It's the Fully Loaded Podcast, biatch! Being recorded from a town on the Beast Coast, this is the Fully Loaded Podcast. What's going on, everyone? It's Friday and it is freaking freezing, Mr. Bigglesworth. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, those raisins on your nuts are getting skinnier and skinnier by the minute. Oh man. So sports-wise, we had a divisional weekend of football games to remember as Ricky leaves his bedroom. Bye, Rick. We had some cheating in Major League Baseball, and oh boy, did we have some fallout with Carlos Beltran losing his job just recently. AJ Hinch of the Astros losing his job earlier. And in the middle, you have the quote-unquote ringleader, the former bench coach of the Houston Astros, and former manager of the Red Sox, that is Alex Cora. And boy, did they have a rough week, because they go from on top of the world to having one of 30 jobs. Wait, 30, 32 jobs? I don't fucking know. 30 or 32 jobs. I think it's 30. 30 jobs in the Major League Baseball to basically having no job, no income, and having a tremendous black eye on them if they ever want to get another job again in Major League Baseball. Yeah. Sorry, I just lost my notes because I forgot my telephone at my house. It sounds like a personal problem, even though it's the year 2020. Oh, boy. So, yeah, we'll talk about a little bit about that today. The divisional round, this weekend we have the championship round as the Green Bay Packers of Wisconsin play the San Francisco 49ers of San Francisco, a.k.a., even though their stadium's in Santa Clara, it's a nice stadium. And on the AFC, we had a shocker as the Touchdown Titans move on in the AFC Championship to face Patty Mahomes, Andy Reid, and them Kansas City Chiefs. Personally, I think the Chiefs are going to go to the Super Bowl with my head, and personally, I want them to win the Super Bowl with my heart, just because I believe that, this team is a team of destiny. Patrick Mahomes got a little screwed a little early, had some injury problems, comes back, and here comes Andy Reid, the fat walrus, calling plays left and right to get that team going, and the defense led by none other than late season run Stevie Spagnuolo to take that team to another level defensively. I mean, it also helps that you got Tyrann Mathieu on the back end. But anyway, what else happened in sports? Yeah, so those guys that got fired, they're all fired. All teams are still looking for a manager. It's funny because now the Houston Astros are interviewing none other than Buck Showalter to be the manager of that team, and I personally think that Buck's going to be the right guy for that team because they're the most ready to win now team, even though they're going to be screwed with draft picks, and basically every team that they play is going to have a, we'll say like Paul Olden for Yankee Stadium. You know the commercials, Rick, right? Come out to Yankee Stadium as the first 30,000 fans in attendance receive a garbage receptacle night. But, I mean, it sucks because the Astros don't even come to Yankee Stadium until September 21st. Speaking of September 21st, do you remember the 21st side of September? Anyway, what else happened in sports? Oh, big fight this weekend. The return of the notorious Conor McGregor against Donald Cerrone, the Cowboy. As I totally screwed that up. Hold on, I want to do that again. The Cowboy, Donald called Cerrone. That sounds better. You know, they're going to be doing it live, you know, in front of the, you know, they're going to do it live in front of, you know, the millions and millions of people watching that fight. Personally, I think I might throw a few shekels on it. Hopefully for an early knockout by McGregor, just because I think Cerrone's in over his head on this fight. But that'll be tomorrow night, probably around, I don't know, midnight. 12:05, they'll start that off. Then we'll have NFL weekend Sunday. But now let's get to the main event, and although why you can't really see it yet, why I am currently... Oh, excuse me. Excuse me again, sorry. Don't want to gross you out. Currently in a back brace. Well, so 2 days ago, on my first day off Wednesday, I was at a golf course. We'll call it Eagle Oaks Country Club. And, you know, feeling good with my my golf game. You know, first hole, you know, hit one right. Hit one left, about 265, 270 down the fairway, or down the rough, right before a sand trap. I hit out to about, I don't know, probably 30, 35 yards from the hole, and I was like 220 out, used the 2 hybrid from there. So now my third shot, I approach, put it within 5 feet. I go to mark my ball, just go mark my ball, and I'm 28 fucking years old. I go to mark my ball and my back gives out. Just right then and there, right on the spot. I try and man it out, try and walk it off, but I could tell I'm in some deep shit right now. So I mark the ball, make the putt, go on to the next hole. I start stretching, but this is the first time I collapse just because my whole back just decides to give out. So then I'd still play the second hole, didn't play too bad. Third hole, fourth hole, okay. Fifth hole, we're playing good. I think at this point on the fifth hole, I'm like, I don't know, 3 or 4 over. I finished with an 81. We stop. I take some leave at the turn, go into the clubhouse, take a piss. Then we come to hole 10. I play decent on hole 10. I think I got like a bogey. So now I'm 1 over on the back. We get to hole 11. I try and swing. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot get up. My back and body just goes into like a complete shell shock, spasm, just control shutdown. So then I tried to man it out for a little bit, wait a little, but then I just couldn't. So then we went in, we had lunch. I felt all right, but I kept, a few steps. I would have to heel over, fall down, just even in the middle of the country club. And this is a nice place. So it was a little embarrassing, as I would say. But yeah, so then I get to my car. I get in my car. I'm all right. I go home. It takes me a little bit to get out of my car, a little uncomfortable. And then I made the kiss of death. I have a king-size memory foam bed that's a little too soft. I decided to lay belly up in it for about, 30 minutes before I realized nobody's home. And I can't get up. I'm screwed. I'm starting to curse. I'm yelling, fuck! I'm yelling, shit! I'm yelling, all that. So, yeah, finally, I have to call my mother, who's in Florida, being a snowbird in the great Sunshine State. And she's like, well, do you want me to call your sister? I'm like, Ma, Carly's at work. Well, do you want me to call her boyfriend? I'm like, Mom, no, that's embarrassing. I mean, little did she know that I was basically half naked, just chilling in my room rocking out with my cock out. So I finally start rolling over, looking like a turtle on its shell. Like, I start seizing up again, yelling fuck. With that, my roommate, who's across the room, either wakes up or walks in, and I didn't hear him. He's like, yo, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, dude, listen. I threw out my back golfing, and I can't get up. He's like, oh, well, let me know, dude, if you need me to come in there and help you out. I'm like, yeah, all right. But meanwhile, I don't want my fucking roommate to see my dick. I can barely get my fucking pants on. So whatever, long time, about 45, 50 minutes goes by. My grandma calls me, of all people. And I'm like, I love my grandma. She's the best. Jonathan, I heard you threw out your back. Are you okay? I'm like, oh, and of course, yeah, Rick, as she knows her, great Mafalda. Of course, I'm like lying to her. I'm like, yeah, Mama, it just hurts a little bit. I'm just walking around. She's like, trying to be whatever. Meanwhile, I'm motherfucking everything under my breath, literally running, trying to get out of my bed. So I finally decide to roll off the bed and just eat it. Know what's gonna happen. And I said, motherfucker! Did it. Pretty sure I yelled a bunch of curses. I dropped a Nerf herder. If you're a Star Wars fan, we're going to get to a little Star Wars Rise of Skywalker review after this whole thing. And then we did the whole thing. They're like, I rolled off the bed and yelled, all the fucks and shits and titties and whores I could have. Went into a spasm for about 2 minutes. Then I tried to do the old man Jenkins, literally crawling on my side back, using my hands like I'm the life alert lady. Help! I've fallen and can't get up. I have no idea where my phone is, so I'm literally dragging myself across the floor. I get to the stairs to go down the stairs. I somehow managed to swing my legs around, get my legs to go swing around onto the stairs, and angle myself so I can stand up without trying to stand, just using the stairs so it doesn't hurt my back. I finally get up, and let me tell you, if I might have said hallelujah twice, no bullshit, and it was just, I don't know. It's been a rough 2 days around here. My back is killing me. I finally brought a back brace, and hopefully it comes in handy, because I don't know if I can take this whole thing to just keep going. No, it's not. It's the ad reads for this podcast, which are absolutely none. So if you a friend or a family member that has a small company or big business or even a small business, that wants to get their name out there, just feel free to, DM the Instagram at the Fully Loaded Podcast on Instagram. That is the Fully Loaded Podcast on Instagram. All right, back to the action. Yeah, so my back is, that's about all about my back, and let's make you guys some money. What do you say? This weekend in my picks of the week, I will take Kansas City. If you can get them at 7, get them at 7. If you got to take them at 7.5, get them at 7.5. And I will take the Packers, even though they're on the road. I think they're getting 7 as well. In the fight, give me McGregor by second round knockout at least. I think that his left hand's going to be too much for Cerrone. He's going to open him up real quick. That should be, it's going to be a good fight. Connor's the kind of, what's it called? Undecisive. Not undecisive. Oh my God, listen to me. I can't even fucking think of words right now. Not undecisive. We don't know what we're going to get from Conor McGregor. Are we going to get that billionaire kid who's still, reaping the benefits? Or are we going to get a guy who's been humbled a little bit, come out with a fighter's mentality like he's never had before, and puts the cowboy to rest? I'm going to go to actually get the best out of that. I personally think that Connor's going to win. So that's going to be that. And I don't know. I didn't want to do this because I personally like this company, but the What's Bothering Me segment today is brought to you by none other than McDonald's. I was on my way home from work the other day, and I was starving because, me being jackass decides, I'm gonna have a great schedule where I eat at 6:30 in the morning and then don't eat again until 2:30 in the afternoon. Why? Because I personally don't like to eat in front of people. I mean, Dr. Phil would say, you obviously have a problem that needs to be fixed. I think that eating 3 meals a day will help you solve this. Having 3 meals around between 6 and 9, 12 and 2, also a dinner around 6 and 7:30 will help you out. So, yeah, so I have issues with that. And I decided, I'm going to get myself a double cheeseburger. Not a double quarter pounder, just a double cheeseburger. So I pull up to the menu, blah, 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 blah.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?
Yeah, can I get a plain McDouble with only cheese? Here's the best part. She repeats it back to me.
Plain McDouble with only cheese?
Yeah, plain McDouble only cheese.
Okay, please pull up to the first window.
Awesome, thank you. Pull up to the first window, hand her my money. I think it was like, $1.09, $1.22. It was pretty cheap. I was happy. And, I'm getting home. I'm on my way home. I unwrap the thing. I'm looking, it looks nice. I bite into it. And immediately I knew. This bitch didn't give it a fucking plain McDouble. It's got pickles, ketchup, and goddamn onions. I don't want this. I asked for fucking plain. God damn it. So yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal, but when you repeat something, when you repeat something, when it's on a screen, you would expect to be able to get it. But no! So now I gotta not go to, which is probably a good thing because I'm starting a diet. But now I can't go to McDonald's because I can't trust them. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that happens to. But what? Go, come on, guys. It's not that hard. If you have to scrape it off with a knife, put it back in the fucking microwave, and then have me eat it, I don't care. That's just gonna be what it's gonna be. So yeah, that's what's pissing me off. Besides that, my fucking back is killing me. I mean, you know what? You know what I just did? I just unzipped the thing from my headphones. I can't hear if I'm too loud, not too loud, whether I'm talking. I hope I didn't just break my headphones, because these are good Beats headphones. Oh my god! No, I didn't. We're good. We're good! Ricky, it's time for Star Wars! Yeah, as you can see, it's time for the Star Wars part. So this is probably just going to be a ramble upon session until Richard Loxley comes back into his room. But, yeah, or I might just edit it. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to edit it. Hold on one sec. That's it. We're going to get into some Star Wars talk right now, so enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves in 2020. This is a recap of The Rise of Skywalker and The Mandalorian. I'm with my cousin Rick, and we both watched both of them. We're both pretty big Star Wars fans. Rick's going to chime in eventually, or occasionally, just because he doesn't want to. So Rise of Skywalker. Did I think it was the best of the Skywalker, whatever you call it, 9 trilogy? No. But was it the best new movie they made besides for Rogue One, I thought? Absolutely. It was great. There was a lot of action. Really didn't tell the backstory of why Palpatine came back, or how he came back, but I'm sure they're going to do that in the book and all that. Let me say it officially, the novelization of the story. But you know how it starts off with Ren finally finding his the voices in his head per se of Palpatine, who's been manipulating him since he was a young boy, controlling him through Snoke, Darth Vader's voice and all that. He promises that grand army, which, turns out to be just a bunch of souped up Star Destroyers with I don't know if it's Death Star technology, super freaking laser beams that Dr. Evil would have been proud of. But he's got these things that can literally just take out a planet, like we've seen none other than in Rogue One when they took out what was it? Jeddah? Yeah, Jeddah. And then it goes to the whole thing with Rey and how I thought it was pretty cool, Rick, how they used the old stuff of Carrie Fisher without her even being in it because how she died beforehand. She, you know, it was cool to recycle material, even though some people didn't like it because, you know, why are you using someone's likelihood in post-mortem? But, I mean, her daughter played her in some parts as well. If you don't know, her daughter, Billie Ward, was in every single one of the new movies. So, yeah, you know, we got C-3PO losing his memory only to have R2-D2 have the quote-unquote memory backup for him, but it wasn't a full backup, so he kind of missed some things, but he got a lot of things together, and so we didn't really fully lose him, but we did lose him in an extent. What we get? Poe was doing his save the galaxy, rise up to be like almost a general in the what are the New Resistance, New Republic, New Resistance. I don't fucking know. It's too much blah 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 blah. Just freaking name them already. You know, and then Rey meets the Emperor. So they find the Wayfinder at you know, the remnants,
the wreckage
of the second Death Star. That's where Kylo Ren and Rey have a pretty meaningful, albeit not as great, you know, duel as the prequel movies. But it was a pretty cool, meaningful duel where, you know, Rey gets the Wayfinder, doesn't kill Kylo Ren at this point, but gets pretty close. And I forget what happens because I was pretty fucking high when I saw this. What happened?
He gets greeted by his father.
Oh yeah, Kylo Ren, Ben Solo gets greeted by a Force ghost of Han Solo that comes and basically tells him he can't defeat her on his own. He's gonna kill her. You have to help her, help him, help her, kill him. There we go. No, tongue twister. So then Rey meets Palpatine on Exegol, and we you know, we hear the last my granddaughter, which is, I mean, I don't know if he said that exact words. I just kind of wanted to sound like him. So there you go, you got that. And then he at this point, what do you mean the thing of twos? Oh, like peace be with you. Gotcha. Yeah. Zoltan. 22 minutes in. Yeah, no, thanks. It's only the first podcast, and I'm 22 minutes in, so I'll consider that a pretty good thing if you guys are still listening, too. That's awesome. Thank you. If you're not, oh well. I guess I didn't do my best to entertain you so far, but anyway, back to the Star Wars. So, yeah, at this point, the Resistance, or the quote-unquote good guys led by Poe Dameron, come out of wherever, and they go to Exegol to take on this big Star Destroyer fleet, right? Is that what happened? Or did the Star Destroyers go somewhere else?
They were there.
Yeah. But then, like, Poe puts out a message to, like, all of...
just a couple of them, I think, left.
Yeah, to put out a message to, like, all the galaxy. The time is now. If you're going to come help. And at the end of the movie, it, like, cuts to a scene of Poe led by... What was it? Was the Millennium Falcon with them leading the charge or something like that with Kylo Ren?
Rando.
What?
Rando.
Oh, Lando, that's right. Fucking Lando. Hi, I'm Lando Calrissian, the only black motherfucker in this goddamn movie. He was in that, and then he shows up filing
One
the
of the
thing.
main characters is black.
Yeah, I know. Who? Who's black? That's the main character.
In Star Wars?
Yeah.
Finn.
Oh, shit. Yeah. God damn it. Oh, man, that's pretty racist. Actually, it's not racist. I just made it racist. I can't believe how did I fucking forget Finn? He was like the first person we met in this Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking know. So yeah. So, I mean, long story short, Kylo Ren turns back into Ben Solo. Ben Solo and Rey decide to get their Force capabilities taken away from them by Palpatine, who's now a full-blown fucking red-eyed demon bitch who decides to, I'm just gonna wipe out everyone with my goddamn Force Lightning, basically to show, hi, I got a loaded up, raised up pickup truck. If you like it, watch what I can do. Wow. That's pretty embarrassing, right? That I just did that.
I missed it.
Good. I bet the people listening aren't gonna miss that though.
Are we stopping this?
No, not yet. No, we're not stopping it yet.
It's still recording.
We're still recording. I mean,
Yeah.
I still wanted to record, obviously. If I wanted it to stop, I would have yelled, stop! As he continues to type. I'm kidding. Yeah, so then, what do you know? Rey defeats him, ends it, and then, takes out Palp. He's gone for good, and, that's your Star Wars saga. The reason why we kind of did this summary botched up and pathetically was because, that's kind of what I thought of the last, whatever quels you want to call them. They were pretty botched up, pathetic, and rushed. So, yeah, that's the Star Wars summary. Alright, that's the fully loaded podcast for today. It really wasn't that great. Not a lot to talk about. Next week we'll have a lot more. I am officially unloaded, so go fuck yourselves! Later. Oh yeah, we forgot the Mandalorian. Oops.